What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and today was a pretty big update for Black Ops 7. It looks like Christmas has dropped a little bit early in the form of some brand new Cadmus content that we thought wasn't going to be coming until next week. With that being said, we're going to be going through every brand new content drop that you may have missed. Definitely stay tuned. Real quick, it looks like a new triple XP event has been announced and is going to be lasting until December the 15th. I kind of suspect they'll do another one towards the free trial or before devs officially go on holiday break right before Christmas. Now, as you guys can see, we got a brand new festive lobby that you can see when booting up COD HQ. There's like a snow effect around the actual launcher, and then when you're in a lobby, although they haven't changed the walking soldier animation, which is kind of getting repetitive at this point, hopefully they spice things up with MW4 or something, we do have a bunch of Christmas decorations and like a festive background, as you can see here in the lobby. Really cool to see this, since I'm sure all this will end up being vaulted towards like the first or second week of January whenever Reloaded comes around. But just to remind you, I did make a separate video going over every piece of Christmas content that is going to be coming to every game mode, in case you guys wanted a full news roundup on what is almost going to feel like an early Reloaded update that's going to drop before the end of this year. But today also marked week 2 of season 1, which meant we had a bunch of brand new challenges that we can go ahead and jump into. Now, I'll put the easiest challenges that I got done pretty quickly on screen so you can see. Totally subjective. If you guys are playing a long match of, let's say, survival on Exit 115 or Astra Malorum, then you probably got everything done in one like 45-minute game of zombies, but managed to get these other challenges done pretty quickly in under half an hour. So just throwing out a suggestion in case you guys want to unlock the brand new Akita dual wield attachment as quick as you possibly can. And as you'll see in the background, these things are absolutely broken. Don't worry though, Sleighjacked did confirm that a nerf or some type of weapon pass will end up coming for these. I'm gonna guess before they end up going on holiday break in the next week and a half. They're not going to be this broken forever, but I will say they are pretty fun to use in zombies as well, so could be an extra set of weaponry that you could bring against some of the heavier enemies or even a full-on boss fight. I did see some snipers were pretty upset around the community considering a recent nerf, but I'm sure they're going to end up touching the snipers again at least early next year so that they're back on par with what everybody was loving about them back during the beta. With that being said, we also have the early release of Sleighjacked, the Christmas variant of Hijacked, which I believe has taken the place of what could have been a holiday Nuketown. Don't think we're getting a snowy Nuketown this year, which is cool. We just got a haunting Halloween-themed Nuketown a couple of weeks back. So I'm cool with Nuketown taking a bit of a break. We just got the 2025 Faithful Remaster, which I'm surprised doesn't have a mannequin Easter egg solved for it yet. Maybe they just haven't added it in. Not really sure what's going on there, but Sleighjacked looks great. You are literally in the air, which reminds me of Skyjacked, a really cool reimagining back in Black Ops 3's DLC season. So I'm sure at one point in time they probably considered bringing Skyjacked back instead of just classic Hijacked, which we just kind of saw back in Cold War. But giving it that Christmas theme is really damn cool. I mean, Santa's reindeers are bringing us through the air, and as you can see, you can actually play air hockey in the very back of the map, which is a nice touch, and again, a huge step up from all the multiplayer content that we got throughout Black Ops 6. Just about all the maps in this game have some aura, have some personality, some soul, and really cool little map features like this, which I'm totally a fan of. But man, I can't lie, I'm seeing a lot of lobbies with a bunch of players that have that nuke calling card. So I'm like, okay, there's not too many casuals playing Call of Duty right now. Hopefully with the free trial and I guess the introduction of some Christmas noobs in a couple of weeks, we'll end up seeing some better matchmaking for the open playlist here inside of BO7. Either way, still having a blast with the MP, and I plan on going for Singularity relatively soon. But with the early release of some Christmas content in BO7 also came the introduction of the Sokol LMG. You can actually use it right now in private matches or in the firing range, but don't forget we're not going to be able to equip this weapon in our created class until December 16th when the Naughty and Nice event ends up rolling around. Don't forget though, as of right now, it looks like data miners were able to force load this event into their game, but weren't able to see some of the specific rewards and milestones we're going to have to hit to get a bunch of different rewards. We just know about the Sokol LMG being a mastery for one of the tracks, and then there's some festive blueprints we'll be getting along the way, as well as an animated camo reward. So once we learn specifically what we have to do and what rewards we're going to get, I'll of course make a separate video about the Naughty and Nice challenge experience, which I'm sure is going to be better than the Christmas event that we got last year for BO6. But this LMG is probably going to be a ton of fun in just about every game mode, especially considering you could turn it into the 48 Dredge from Black Ops 3. Yes, the prestige attachment this weapon comes with allows you to have a 6-round burst firing mode. So it's going to probably be a 1 burst in just about any mode. I think in Warzone, a 6-round burst will probably do more than just break a person's armor, but I guess we're going to have to wait and see. But did some testing against the dummies, and this was the result, which may or may not be an exact reflection of what we're going to be seeing in Warzone come next week. But some other Christmas content that slipped its way into the game today is this Nikolai Shivers Christmas skin, which you can preview right now in the operator selection menu. And we can also see the Nikki Glacier Replacer skin, which isn't exactly themed around Christmas, but whenever operator skins appear early and locked in the selection menu, that's typically an indicator that these bundles are going to be dropping within the next, I want to say, 4 to 6 days tops. But what you've also been seeing some footage of is the new set of party modes that also ended up dropping just this afternoon. Both Sticks and Stones and Gun Game are now live. Now with Sticks and Stones, that allows you to use the brand new crossbow a little bit early, since we have to wait until Mission 5 unlocks in the event tab before the community can start working towards getting, I think it's 1,250,000,000 equipment medals, which will allow us to then unlock the crossbow universally. Luckily, the Rally Point event does end in around a week's time, so it's not going to be any longer than that to when we can then equip the crossbow for ourselves under the special weapon category. And just late last night, I did post a full guide going through every single challenge, and in my opinion, the fastest way to get every mission tile done while looking at every game mode that's offered here. Something I also wasn't aware of is that the Dossier Deletion Camo, which you get on the 4th mission tile, which, as of recording this, doesn't unlock until Friday, December the 12th, it's actually an animated camo. I couldn't quite tell that it was when the camo initially leaked out and was posted by data miners about a week ago, but hey, it's actually an animated camo that you can get guaranteed starting tomorrow, depending on when you're watching this vid. So that's a good sign that every event BO7 has added in has had a camo reward, which of course makes up for the huge lack of camo unlocks within Black Ops 6's events last year. Now, some of you guys are probably wondering what's going on with the free trial. Now, it was confirmed in a recent blog, which I kind of felt like Activision broke character in a little bit. I went over that blog just a few days back. It looks like the free trial is scheduled for sometime next week. If I had to guess, considering Double XP does end on the 15th, which is Monday, the free trial could start exactly that day and last a good maybe 5-6 days, could even be longer, we're not exactly sure, but it'll give folks the opportunity to jump into what I'm assuming is some of the Christmas content that they're going to be offering, and maybe even the full Zombies experience with standard and directed support, possibly cursed, for both Ashes and even Astra Malorum. But I do expect in the coming days, maybe even sooner, they'll probably end up dropping a roadmap or graphic detailing exactly what is going to be featured with the free trial. Hopefully Endgame's in there too, because although they usually don't offer campaigns with free trials, I don't think they've ever done that actually, Endgame is still a mode that I hope a lot of people out there get a chance to experience, because it's also going to be getting some extra content with the upcoming Cadmus update. But ladies and gentlemen, that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. Wanted to thank everybody again for all the support on the recent live streams. Got a brand new podcast coming up, and it's pretty crazy to see how much got added in just one day alone. I mean, if they keep up the updates on this scale throughout most of the game cycle, we're in for a strong year of brand new DLC. I mean, I'm happy to see that some Christmas stuff is already live a little bit early, since yeah, you really only get a good like 2-3 weeks max to celebrate Christmas inside of Call of Duty, since the CODMA stuff typically does drop pretty late into December. But with that being said, really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.